If you're feeling down, you're not the only one, especially now with this COVID pandemic and lockdowns to deal with. Many of us feel like that, and the Bible is filled with individuals who also felt fed up and low about life too. We can read about them and how they dealt with it and learn from them and their experiences. So let's look at one now. It's from the first book of Kings in the Old Testament in chapter 19. It's best to read the whole incident for yourself, but it concerns Elijah, a follower of God who was having a very rough time of it. God actually finds him on his own in a cave, pretty fed up. So Elijah, what are you doing here? God asks him. That's in actually verse 9. And verse 10, Elijah tells him what the problem is. I've been working my heart out for you, said Elijah. The people of Israel have abandoned your covenant. They've destroyed the places of worship and murdered your prophets. I'm the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me. So it was a tough time for Elijah. He'd had enough. What does God do? Well, verse 11 we read, he was told, go and stand on the mountain at attention before God, and God will pass by. A hurricane wind ripped through the mountains and shattered the rocks before God, but God wasn't to be found in the wind. After the wind, an earthquake, but God wasn't in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, fire, but God wasn't in the fire. And after the fire, a gentle and quiet whisper. So God is sometimes to be found not in the spectacular, but in the peace and quiet that we need to listen. If you read on, you'll find out that God sorted out the problems for Elijah. And he also decided that Elijah had done enough and gave him a successor. And he also showed Elijah that it wasn't half as bad as Elijah was making it out to be. All of this is good advice for us. It helps to learn how to pray to God and to share our problems with him and to trust God to help. I'm just going to close with some verses from Psalm 46. Verse 1 says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And at verse 10 we read, be still and know that I am God. Helpful words indeed as we deal with the problems and pressures of life.